just want to welcome everyone to the Stacy A podcast show. Whether you're listening now or later, it is always the perfect time. I am Stacy A. and there is no E in my name. Are you a comfort killer? Where are my comfort killers? Let's go. Yo, Stacy A. Cross, here it is. No E in it. Friday, rainy, gloomy outside Philadelphia. Ain't gloomy inside though. Okay, I'm shining, baby. I want to thank you for joining me on another beautiful episode here. Whether you're listening now or later, it is always the perfect time. As always, today's gonna be sharp. And when I say sharp, it ain't sharp with time. Like, okay, we're gonna stay sharp to 10 minutes. It's gonna be sharp. It's gonna cut somebody's insides out. Man, was that a little too graphic? No? It was all right? You know, we're going to cut somebody's inside out. You know, if you didn't know, when I first started the Comfort Killers, I looked on Google as, okay, man, let me see if anyone got Comfort Killers, you know? And I'll be the first one out here with the name. And then I type in Google, and it's serial killers. Like, that's what came up. So, Comfort Killers were serial killers. So now I made that change to Google's page. Maybe if you go down to the 4th, 5th page, it still gives you some serial killer information, some movies, some articles, or whatever. But if you stay within Google page 1, Google page 5, I think I got that locked down. That was a goal of mine, initial goal of mine. Now my goal has changed over time, and you'll see that your goals are always going to be changing. You know, as a comfort killer, as someone who is a passionate person, your goals are going to change over time. In 2016, I started the Comfort Killers because I went to a seminar. And I went in this seminar. It was a free seminar. And, man, I don't know what it was. I was kind of bothered, man. I was just sitting in there, and I looked around, and they had us doing a couple different activities. And, you know, the old conventional wisdom, you know, the conventional wisdom thing was, hey, you thought, you know, money was evil, or you thought money was filthy. Now here's the money doesn't grow on trees. Now here's the real thing. You know, it was a wealth seminar that I went to. Mind you, a few people left, and I was like, why are they leaving, man? And I just needed something new to do, because all I was doing at that time was cha-chinging, slot machine, ba-dinging, dinging. That's how the slot machines would go. But that was the slot machine next to mine with the old lady, because mine was not saying a thing. It wasn't singing anything. I was losing, you know? So I wanted to go to the seminar to really change my action, change my routine. And I did, and I was like, man, I dressed all up. I got the nice, you know, suit, shoes on, and I went, and that was the first day of my changing my life. And I walked out of that seminar. I did not stay, and I did not stay for a couple of reasons. One, the people that were there, man, they didn't get it, and I was like, I got it. And this is the 99% right here. This is the conventional wisdom right here, and I'm out of here, and I'm going to show people what it's going to take. So today I want to talk about the in-the-box attitude. That's the first thing I want to talk about, the in-the-box attitude, and I'll tell you what I saw in those people and why I needed to separate myself, and I saw it again. I went to another, oh my God, this one's going to be a sharp, cut your insides out episode. I want to talk about the one thing then. I want to kind of segue into the one thing that will move you out of your comfort zone, okay? The one thing. And you probably know it already. See, but if you're in a seminar, they'll say, hey, listen, you think you know it, but you have no idea at all. And the third thing I want to talk about is sticking to the script, you know, daily. It's kind of rough. You know, if you want to become an entrepreneur, if you want to change your life, but think about it like this, right? On a daily basis, look how many years you've put in doing the other thing or on the other side of life? Like, how many years did you actually put in not doing a thing, trying and stopping, quitting, procrastinating? That was a lot of years. Or maybe eating bad things, eating unhealthy things, sedentary, just kind of lazy. How many years did you put in being that side? How many years did you put in gambling? How many years did you put in being drunk all the time, abusive, argumentative, mad at the world? How many years did you put in being that person? And then all of a sudden, because we've been in a stretch for 2 years or 3 years, we think that's all it takes. And sometimes that is all it takes, because really it just takes one day to switch that mindset around and really grasp and have that aha moment that everyone online talks about, that aha moment, that moment of, oh, I get it. Well, that's going to set you down another path. And this path is going to be full of tests, because you ought to be tested out on your new ways of thinking, your new ways of being. Because, I don't want to get to the table at the end of the road, right? And you're there with some scammers. All right? You're there with unethicals. You're there with those that just did it for the gram. I always found it funny, and I always kind of hate putting up pictures where I'm like, it's 4 o'clock in the morning that I actually put the time there, because I'm like, yesterday I didn't wake up at 4 in the morning. Why the picture today? So you can't just take things for face value, right? And you got to really try every day. And it's your journey. It's no one else's journey. You don't owe no one a damn thing. Okay? You owe it to yourself and your big why that you write down every day, and those goals that you write down every day. And you know what? I'm going to do a podcast about goals, because I shifted my mindset again. I can't believe it. Just the other day. I thought I was going in strong with this mindset, but there was another level, and I figured out there's another level, and I shifted it just the other day, and I even look at goals differently now. So I want to, maybe another day we could get into that and how we look at goals. How I look at goals now is the more unrealistic they are, the wider the gap they are from your belief system to where you are, to where you want to go, or your characteristics or your being. The wider that gap, the more doubt, the more low confidence you're going to have. It's really going to be, and I know there's a lot of people that say, yo, make your goals as big as they come, unrealistic them, and I'll tell you what and how to conquer that. And in some ways, form, fashion, that is true. Stretch yourself, make yourself greater. Don't make these little baby goals. But I just picked up a book. Jog, Run, Race. And this book is from, I want to say the year. I was going to say 1960, but let me just say the year. 1977. Oh, close. Yeah. It looks like a 70s book. And the pace that they... Huh? Yeah, like this guy's been running before I was born. The guys in the jogger got they got some old school joggers on. But hey, I pick up that book and I was just telling Barb, I said, hey, I've gotten the best information out of this old crusty book. Okay, then I got out of, there's a book that I have here, Triathletes Training. This is a newer book than I've gotten so much gold out of that one small old book that trains you jog, run, race, starting with what? Walking. So the goal, the unrealistic goal, if you want to run a marathon and you are overweight, or you're sedentary, or you have some condition, sickness or whatever that's stopping you, from running that marathon, but you have that goal. You're like, you know what? I want to run a marathon. But here's how we say it now. We say we want to run a marathon in a month. We want to run a marathon in a year. We want to run a marathon. Hey, I get it. Unrealistic. Stretch yourself out. But no one's putting a goal No one's treating the goal of getting up daily and walking around the track or walking outside or walking on the treadmill as a goal. They think it's too small, they say. But I disagree. We're going to talk about that another time. But let's talk about the in-the-box attitude real quick. And this in-the-box attitude is something that I've witnessed when I was at that first seminar. And like I mentioned before, I went to another seminar and I witnessed it again. This seminar, I didn't walk out of. I wanted to. I actually didn't want to go the third day, but, you know, there was some skin in the game, so I couldn't. And I really believe that people want that pretty ribbon, the pretty ribbon on a beautiful polka dot box. And when they open this box, that box will give them everything that they ever wanted in life inside the box. So out comes success, out come influence, out come the 4 books they want to write, out come the millions of dollars, out come the status, out come the fame, out come the homes in real estate investing they want to do. Just open the box, the pretty ribbon, untie it, and then out come all of these things. And I'm looking at them like, you freaking idiot. Again, sharp episode. So what I mean by that is we have an in-the-box attitude. And it has been a problem, I think, within the industry of entrepreneurship, lifestyle, self-improvement, all of this shit. Because I'll tell you what, you want to go to the seminar in hopes of getting that one strategy, right? That strategy that worked for someone else, that you want to hope and pray to God. Pray to God on God's green that you could pay any amount of money and go get that strategy to work for you. So you buy the box, you bring it home and open the box, and there's another little there's another box in the box. That's what's happening, is there's another box in the box. And this in the box attitude, it never fails, because we always are looking to invest or spend in another box. So we open that box in hopes, and we get all amped up and we're ready and we're crushing it and we're ripping the paper off, and we open it and there's another little box. And then we do it again because we have an in-the-box attitude. We want it done for us. We don't want to put in any of the work. We don't want to change really completely the mindset and shift it past the barriers of first of all, living controlled, because that's what you are. You are controlled. Not only are you controlled, but you believe in magic and fairy dust. Okay? And what I mean by that is you believe that there's someone's just selling you a dream, and you believe it so much because, hey, it's pretty, it's done for you, it's got a ribbon, it looks good on the outside, there's no work, no effort, it's passive, you don't have to get up, you don't have to do anything, you don't have to even breathe. This thing is done for you. All you have to do is open the box. First thing, you have to buy the box. After you buy the box, you open the box, and then out comes whatever you imagine in there. And that is the box attitude. And I'm ready to break that attitude. If you have that attitude, yo, if you run to seminar, from seminar to seminar to especially free seminar, and you're just going on this new thing, I'm telling you, I every time I go to a seminar, I get so amped up, I get so juiced up, because I feel like there's people out there that need me, that need to hear this, that need to stop. And the worst part of it is that they're fighting time now. So you got people that are older, a little older, and they're fighting time because, hey, they only look at it like, this is my last shot. This is it, mama. So, what happens is that they feel pressured into getting that box. And I'll tell you what, and I don't care how anyone looks at me, the shit is whack. I don't care what the presenter says about me or anyone says to me, it's whack. And people are leading people astray with this box attitude. The one thing that will move you outside of your comfort zone, the one thing that'll get you from point A to point B, from point B to point C, the one thing that's going to get your first rental property, the one thing that it's gonna take to let you write that book, the one thing that it's gonna take to let you build that business, the one thing that it's gonna take to change your career, the one thing that it's gonna take to get up on stage and maybe, you know, act or something, the one thing it's gonna take to overcome public speaking, the one thing that it's gonna take you know, for you to really get up and change your lifestyle, get a healthy mindset, healthy lifestyle, the one thing that it's gonna take for you to overcome gambling, overcome alcoholism, overcome prescription pillism, you know, the one thing that you need, that's gonna take for you to read that book on your shelf, the one thing it's gonna take for you to buy the car that you're gonna sell or whatever, the one thing that it's gonna take, baby. Do you know? You know what that one thing? Do you know what that one thing is? See?
No,
that's why I'm telling you, listen up and listen very closely, because this is for real. Like, people got an in the box attitude. I'm not saying you do, but I'm saying this is real. It's only one thing. I swear to God, I'm gonna write a book. And I'm gonna get it published. And I'm gonna crush the industry, because I'm gonna write this book and I'm gonna have on the title, the one thing it takes to do anything in life.
Action.
That's it, baby. Say it louder.
Action.
Say it again.
Action.
Yes.
Sorry, you know what? I was reading something.
Yeah. You were distracted.
I apologize.
It's all right. So, action, baby. Action. That's it. Like, you can't buy action. Okay? You can't buy it. Imagine if somebody wants to buy a big box of action, they will be completely surprised, because it's going to take you getting off your ass and doing something about where you're at. That's a comfort killer. Sharp episode. Sticking to the script. We gotta stick to it. So after you take all this action and after you figure life out and you're like, man, bump it, man. Because here's the thing. There's a 99%er conventional wisdom that's outside. Okay, that when I say outside, maybe outside your industry. Yeah, I don't care if you're a real estate agent, if you're an investor, if you trade crypto at night in your drawers, you know, I don't care what you're doing. If you're an info marketer and you got your landing page up that goes to a funnel, I don't care what you're doing. But there's a 99 percentile that's out there. That they, when you go to the seminar, they talk about the 99% and they say, hey, listen, when you're in here, ooh, baby, you're moving closer to being out of the 99% because you're taking action on yourself. So there's a 99% out. They're your family, right? They say, hey, listen, your family is no good. They will tell you about, hey, listen, I love my family, man. Okay, though people, I change myself and people change around me. They leave or they stay or they stick to the script and they know my script now and they don't play with me. All right. So you got the 99% out there or the 80% and you want to get into the top 20 or the 1%. So you get into an industry and you find out that you had to lose some of your friends and you had to cut the bullshit and you had to stop watching TV and you had to, control your time and you had to get better at managing your money. You had to get better at increasing your income. You had to get better at building a bulletproof mindset. You had to take walks. You had to get healthy there. And then you come inside and there's still a 99%. And I'll tell you what about this 80% on the inside, because the 80% on the inside does it the same way that all the 80% of entrepreneurs, everyone does. It's this mentality that is taken. It's still an 80% mentality inside. So you get the same strategies, and I'm fucking sick of it. I really am. And that's why I said I had this revolutionary breakthrough, because it's just like how you were doing out there and listening to the in the boxes and, you know, not taking action, but you come inside and you're like, oh, cool, I changed my mindset. This is it. We're going to get out. We're going to serve people. We want to help people. We want to throw value out there. We want to give it away. Hey, listen, it's the same thing on the inside. So now what do? I got an article that I'm writing, and it's, on thecomfortkillers.com. And thecomfortkillers.com is, I think we're doing some maintenance on the server. So we put the site down for a little bit because we're, changing the server, getting all fast with it, the speed and implementation. When we come back online, you'll see that I've written a few articles, and these articles are going to be amazing. And it's really going to, because I'm in this revolutionary mind period right now where, I get it. I get the bigger picture. And before I was really thinking small, and now I see that I was really thinking small, and because I was following the template of the small minded that keeps you busy. All right. So I want you to see these new articles and these new kind of like mini courses that we're putting on the website for people, because I believe that the seminar crowd, the passionate people, those people need a place to go to get real information, to really develop themselves on, not even on a fake rate, not on this fake shit, on this real life shit. You got families, right? You gotta feed yourself. Okay, so it's real to me, and it's so real, it's so tangible that I created a huge goal. And before, my goal for business was, teach millions how to get uncomfortable, to think better, act better, and live better. I totally changed that. If you knew, that was my goal for the business from 2016 to 9/25/2018. So the company's goal now is to transform 1 million from comfort to purpose. And that's all I want to do. Transform 1 million from comfort to purpose. These articles are going to help me do that. The media is going to help me do that. And I realize now that I was thinking too small, and I was putting myself at the epicenter, and that was totally wrong of me. And I apologize. I'm going to apologize early like this. I apologize for putting me there. I don't need to be there. That's what the 99% says inside. And I hope you know what I'm talking. Hey, listen, if you don't know, you're going to start getting little driplets of this new revolutionary mindset. No one knows how to handle it. No one knows how to really be themselves, even though it's like, be you. You don't know how to be you. You don't, because you're still attached to the 99%, the 80% inside, just as you were outside. And until you really break those shackles, until you really could voice out and be yourself 100%, and not just for likes and clicks, not for clickbait, not for that shit, because you really have a mission and a purpose. And that is the most important thing. I could feel when someone's passionate. I could tell it. I could feel it. So if you got an in-the-box attitude, you need to get the hell out of the box, okay? And the one thing that'll get you the hell out the box is taking action. I'm going to write a book. I'm telling you, I'm going to publish the book, and the one word is going to be in that book. There's going to be all these pieces of paper, all these pages, page 1, page 2, page 3, and around page 50, I'm going to just put one word in there, action. The rest of the book is blank. Because, if we were really, really ready to move forward, doesn't matter. They're not smarter than you, okay? They may have a little bit more coins than you, but they ain't smarter than you, man. They're not only that, they're not smarter than you. Man, you got it in you. You got it in you. You could do everything that you set out to do. And if you don't want to do it, don't do it. Just stop wasting people's time saying that you're going to do it. Just don't do it at all. And that's it. That's it. I've had an awesome experience with you today. Like I said, we're doing some server maintenance, but very shortly we will actually be back up and running, and you'll see the articles I'm talking about and the media I'm talking about and the content I'm talking about. And it's really for comfort killers, and it's sharp, it's needed. It's not going to be Mr. Nice Guy pat you on your back and do all of that. You got other people out there doing that. I just can't do it. Sorry. I am Stacy A. Cross, and there is no E in my name. Peace.